almost 40 minutes long. So, yeah, this is the only video we're going to do today on this particular stream. Somebody paid me a good chunk of money for it. And it is Jim Cornette on The Undertaker and Donald Trump. I am probably going to scream myself hoarse. The Democrat Party is not the party that you think it fucking is. And Donald Trump is not the fascist that you think he is. It's like his hypocrisy. Shawn Michaels hunts animals. Shawn Michaels was a dick to Jim Cornette, so Jim Cornette hates hunters. And hunters are typically right-wing Republicans. But the motherfucker is also the wrestling Burger King. He is famous for his love of Wendy's triples. And other various cheeseburgers. Jim, where the fuck do you think they get the meat for your cheeseburger? It's not an animal that had a goddamn chance in the fucking wilderness. It was an animal that was led into the slaughter chamber and killed. And ground up for your hillbilly ass stomach. Again, Jim, I don't get this. You also live in a state that votes red every fucking time. I cannot tell you the last time Kentucky went blue. Probably close to 100 years ago. Okay. Trump ban violent video games. No, all I'm saying is saying no, he didn't. So fuck off and fuck you and go to hell. And I hope your fucking sister dies of cancer of the eyes.
Give some very...
And God, I don't care if he wants to ban violent video games. Hell, I'll play Candy Crush or just stop playing if he ends fucking the federal income tax. You people would know what a pain in the ass that is if you had any fucking jobs.
Serious shit.
Also, Jim, can you please explain to me how your life was worse under Trump versus under Biden? I forgot to put up the air quotes, but Biden? Yeah, everything sucks right now. Everything was a lot better under Trump. Also, why are you this hardcore political, asshat?
People.
I guarantee you, if Undertaker were to go to anywhere, announce it, 24 hours, he has a line of people out the door waiting to meet him. Yeah, washed up my fucking ass iron gullet.
And...
oh my God! Somebody had a difference of opinion with you! You know, you did this with Brian Zane when he said funny can draw money, which goes against your mantra, funny doesn't draw money. Well, Mr. Cornette, I can tell you funny does definitely draw money, because Mick Foley drew a lot of fucking money. Kurt Angle drew a lot of fucking money. Goldust drew a lot of fucking money. So fuck you, hillbilly.
That he's...
Donald Trump is an honest Republican. Undertaker is not a neocon warmongering piece of shit. Jim, while Donald Trump was president, the world was at peace. 2 major wars threatening to possibly start World War III have broken out under Joe Biden. Because again, our president is a pudding for brains. If Trump did come on my show, I'd have a hell of a lot more than the viewers that I have now. And he's more than welcome to come on.
And you have to know it. Everybody knows it. He is an actual convicted felon Why would he?
No, he's not. That's on appeal. And Jim, if you bothered to actually look at the criteria the judge gave for the jury to find him guilty, it's completely unconstitutional. Because the judge said in that case, you just have to feel like he's guilty. That's not the way the system works, jackass.
He put
Well, fuck it, I'm voting for the felon then.
of
Who the fuck is more relevant right now in the world of the wrestling fan, Jim? Dave Batista or Undertaker? I'll give you 3 seconds to figure that one out, motherfucker.
what?
And by the way, you were throwing Batista under the bus not that fucking long ago, hillbilly boy. But yeah, he says that, and then you're all pissed off with him. But now that he wants to lick the old Kamala's beef jerky clit, now he's cool. Now he's cool. God, what is your tiny little Kentuckian mind gonna do if in the next week Stone Cold Steve Austin and John Cena both come out as Trump supporters? Cena's damn near came out as it. He hasn't made it official. And Austin, I have no idea what the fuck he's doing. But what if Broken Skull Sessions Donald Trump? Then why are the Democrats doing so poorly in early voting results, jackass? Oh, I don't know. Maybe Tager doesn't want to pay fucking income taxes anymore. Maybe he doesn't want a bunch of fucking illegals crowding in his fucking state. Maybe he is worried about the possibility of one of his children having to possibly fight in World War III. Again, Jim, you never had kids. You don't have this stake. Maybe he's thinking of the world that we had under Trump where there were no fucking wars. And again, the country did better. Maybe that, Jimmy. Maybe that, Jim. You like paying taxes, Jim? Really?
Which is why that
Only the son, only somebody that grew up with a fucking platinum spoon up their ass, which Jim Cornette is. Jim Cornette grew up a rich boy. That gimmick of him playing a rich mama's boy, that's not a gimmick. That is actually Jim Cornette. Only somebody who has never had to fight and struggle for something can actually say that shit. You, my dude, were gifted into wrestling because your mama was the heiress to the fucking newspaper empire your damn daddy built. So it gave you access to the Jarretts, which allowed you to become a ring boy, which allowed you to become a photographer, which allowed you to become eventually a manager. Now, I will say you did fly on your own merits at some point. But let's be clear, Jim. If you were if you were living in a trailer park in Kentucky and not the son of one of the wealthiest, most powerful men in the goddamn state, you wouldn't have been within 15 feet of the Jarretts at any time without getting violently shuffled away.
That's what got 27.
You know, it's like socialism was one of God's greatest jokes. But it's on everyone that supports socialism. They think everything will be fucking tits if we fucking implement it. And all you end up doing is you're poorer, you're worse off, and everything eventually goes to fucking shit. Again, capitalism, the exact fucking opposite. Everybody gets richer. The poorest people in any Western nation are richer than about 80% of the country's nations, or 90. Again, nobody is risking their lives to go to Cuba. But the wrestling audience is conservative. Or at least they're not leftist dickheads, because we still like to see scantily clad women.
I'm sure it'll be an illuminating conversation. Maybe they'll bond over their, experiences losing their hair, or their love of porn stars, or one or the other. Who knows?
My mother and father taught me to worry about myself before anyone else. I'm going with Trump. And again, it's easy to be charitable, Jim, when you have more money than God.
What kind of person?
Once again, Jim, you are the son of a rich man. That is no sin, but charity's a little easier to do when you have way more than enough.
Unfit for the job. And because we want to own the libs, or we're afraid that someone's going to give Junior a sex change.
Ah, fuck it. I don't care. I gotta pee. I'll be right back. No, Donald Trump is the most popular candidate the Republicans have had in an age. And what he represents is a new movement, which will drag this country in the correct direction, which is rightward, which is more personal liberty, more freedom, less regulation. Yeah, I don't know if you know this. We got a taste of Donald Trump, and the American populace generally liked it. Jim, I don't know what to tell you, but the old Dixiecrat bullshit, the old-time Democratic Party is dead. Much like the NWA. Fucking dead!
For these people,
Donald Trump
instead of owning...
Donald Trump was not convicted of any crime. The crime he was convicted of, he paid the money back. What happens if on election day... What happens? Will all you motherfuckers shut up if Donald Trump wins the popular vote? Or if it's like super close? What are you all gonna do if Donald Trump wins the popular vote? Oh, that's right. You're gonna do nothing. You're gonna shut the fuck up. Because I don't know if you idiots realize just how bad of a position Kamala is in. Trump crushes it on Joe Rogan. Kamala gets booed into fucking silence at her own town hall, which no one gave a shit about. Oh, jeez, Jim, I didn't know you needed the fucking money. I don't give a flying fuck about being monetized on YouTube anymore, because it's impossible for me.
Facts that have been documented video.
Unless I script my videos, which I'm not going to do. As for this, and I'm not going to go back and re-edit every time I said shit, piss, cocksucker, motherfucker, turd, and twat. Oh, I meet all the criteria, but I got kicked out of the monetization program because I'm a bully. I'm a bully because I say bad words.
Civilly liable of sexual assault.
Yeah, by a fucking crazy lady, and you know that shit'll be thrown out upon appeal.
And not only that, but accused by multiple dozens of other women who have had suits in
and been accused decades after the fact. Why didn't they bring it up at the time? Because here's my thing. If you don't bring it up at the time, obviously you were fine with it. My statute of limitations for, like, he groped me would be 3 months. After that, well, then you were fine with it. Yeah, except that's where the story falls apart, is the department store where this woman alleged this happened. As for the whole grab him by the pussy thing, Donald Trump quite clearly said in that clip, they let you grab them by the pussy. If you let someone do something to you that's consensual, you jackass! Every fucking charity is a fraud. I'll give you a perfect example. A hurricane hit God knows where, God knows when. And, oh, fuck it. I'll just say it. My mom, I was over at her place, and she wanted to talk to one of the American Idol contestants, and they were having a telethon where if you donated $10, you got to talk to an American Idol contestant. And I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. Here's my card. Spend the $10. I don't give a shit. Hell, spend 20 if it gets you more time. And, after that, for the next, I don't know how many years, like, I gave the Red Cross $10 or $20. I don't know which. I truly don't know which. They must have fucking spent $800 on postage, giving me letters asking me for more money. Like, it was ridiculous.
Because we know what happened, because they had a thing called the January 6th committee.
Yeah, and it found nothing but a complete waste of time. Here's a thought. What about the Summer of Love committee? What about the 2020 riot committees? What about your jackasses got all pissed off because old Fentanyl Floyd got killed?
People in the Capitol that were running for the goddamn basement because these maniacs were on the loose, including the vice president.
And when fucking BLM tried to burn police stations to the ground and burn a federal courthouse to the ground, what about that, Jimmy boy? What about that, you fucking goddamn corn cob fucking goddamn corn whiskey drinking cocksucking fucking hillbilly son of a bitch? Oh God, if it was up to me, everyone in Chaz's shop would be dead. I would have sent in the military. I said, that's an insurrection, let's go. I'll give them 24 hours to clear out. Anyone still in there gets shot. And actually done it. You want to have your stupid independent autonomous zone? Fine, I'm coming to reclaim it. Also, Jim, the amendment that you hate so much, the second, is the one guarantee. Trump can't do that.
But they don't believe them when they say
George Floyd died from a fentanyl overdose. That's why I call him Fentanyl Floyd. He didn't die from a knee on his neck. It didn't help. But he didn't die from it. He was dying when he got pulled over. No, Kamala has refused because Joe Rogan, when her people said, we need to pre-approve the questions you're going to ask her, he told them to fuck off. By the way, you know Brian Last was not the first host of the Jim Cornette Experience. It was some chick whose name I forgot. But do you know why? Do you know why Jim Cornette and her can never work again? Because she supported Trump. That's Jim Cornette's level of commitment to people he considers friends. Disagree with me because he's a spoiled little rich bitch kid, which is your average leftist. I guess that's why I have more friends, Iron Gullet. I don't give a shit who you politically believe in. I'll still have dinner with you.
We're getting fucking threats of violence. People are coming here. What is the Haitian people are scared to go outside? Can you fucking?
You mean the illegal migrants that shouldn't be in this country in the motherfucking first place, Jim? You mean them? They're not migrants. They're not here legally, asshat. They're illegal immigrants. Send their ass over the border. Don't give me that crap. We are thinking asylum. No, you're fucking not. You're seeking work opportunities. Your country ain't that bad. Fuck you.
Things that they want to do at the border and Trump.
Here's a thought. Stay in your own country and fix your shithole country. The first thing I would do is adopt capitalism rapidly. I gotta go take a whiz again. I'll be right back. So you think that if a woman walks down the streets in a sexy, skimpy outfit, she should be the subject of assault? Because letting men into women's sports is kind of the same thing. They get violated out of records and standings they should have. No, there are laws on the books where teachers are forbidden from, well, one, they have to help get the surgery, and they're forbidden from reporting it to the parent. So, yeah, Jimmy, that is actually happening. Is that why Jake has been back since forever and never... You know what? I'm not going to engage in that. I don't care. I know who won the war. Again, I'm not the side who's sending his girlfriend out to comment in Jake's comments. Even though Sarah's a regular contributor to my comments. Okay, Faria, I don't know why the fuck you're calling our conversations dates. They're not. Okay, there's nothing romantic. There is absolutely no romantic vibes. If you give romantic vibes off, then they fall completely flat on me. So I don't know why you keep referring to it as dates.
Because the Republicans are scared to death of gay people. Hiding the fact that...
What? Okay, if you're talking about Ben Shapiro, maybe Steven Crowder, Michael Knowles, the jackasses of the Daily Wire, those are the only 5 motherfuckers left, and it might be possibly 4. One of the biggest voices on the right, and he constantly gets labeled as on the right, is Dave Rubin. A gay man! Tim Pool, another big, prominent voice on the right, doesn't give 2 shits about gay marriage. I do not give 2 shits about gay marriage. If 2 guys want to get married and suck each other off all night long, my God, more power to you. I don't give 2 shits. This idea that conservatives are gunning for gay marriage, okay, I'll be completely fair to you, Jim. Yes, a small subset are. But the vast majority of what you would call right-wingers are telling them to shut the fuck up. You lost. Accept it or cry in silence. Again, the last time I voted for a Democrat was because I was fucking paid to. A certain person offered me a case of beer for me to vote for Hillary Clinton. To which I did. Now, in truth, I actually thought she'd win. So I didn't care. She lost. And then the 4 years under Trump was awesome. The 4 years under Biden suck. So
intellectually, get us kicked off of YouTube.
my mother's name is Mary, by the way. If you want to be accurate. Now, keep in mind, Trump also lost under very unique circumstances. A pandemic that was never a fucking pandemic. A disease that was never that bad. And now, thanks to that, we have an entire generation of children that don't even know how to fucking read. Nope, Cindy is not my sister either. Oh, fuck it. She changed her social media profiles with her husband. My sister's first name is Kim. My dad's never had a DUI. I don't know who the fuck this person... I don't know who the fuck this person looked up. Whoever this person is, and if you paid them, get your money back. Well, no, you can't, because both my brother and my sister go under different names than my own last name now. And also, my sister went old school and actually completely abandoned her last name.
Con man.
Becoming what she should have always been, her husband's property.
These guys worship Vince and probably still talk to Vince.
But you know what? I can even...
No, I can see her any time I want. Try to go find me in the registry, Ann Gullet. I should sue you for what you're accusing me of. But, well, you don't have anything that I want. What am I going to sue you for? The big gulp you bought at the gas station?
Hey, he had. But this guy is so invisibly see-through. And it's been documented. And a lot more people in the Trump administration have gone to jail than ever went to jail for any crime in the WWE.
You fucking hillbilly piece of
from any
shit.
facts?
I think that's true.
Maybe, just maybe. Donald Trump is a good
I can't
man.
understand the boys.
He was sitting there with his liver.
Yeah, well, maybe, just maybe, you fucking New York wannabe tough guy, asshole fucking dick licker, who, if he actually met a tough guy, would lick his fucking taint. Maybe, just maybe, Trump is a guy that actually keeps his word and is just generally a good dude. And you're forever tied with some jerk off that wants to live this democratic fantasy in his redder than fucking dog shit hillbilly state of Kentucky. Jim, they're never gonna fucking accept you. You hated New York, you hated Connecticut. Just accept it and vote Trump. You're a conservative asshat. What happens when your party becomes a permanent minority, which is becoming more and more likely because Republicans had kids and Democrats like you, Jimmy, didn't fucking have any? One, January 6th wasn't an insurrection. Two, the woman that brought that up was completely unhinged. And I didn't even hear about the children's charity thing, so I don't even fucking care. I mean, I follow Trump pretty fucking closely, so. All Trump was doing was challenging the election results, which he has every right to do as a candidate. You know, I remember for 4 fucking years, not one motherfucker on your side, Mr. Cornette, say that Hillary Clinton is an election denier. She just needs to accept it. When she lost, let alone Stacey Abrams. So, yeah. So you're just, I don't give a shit as long as we defeat Trump. Well, what that will lead into is a Kamala presidency, and that will lead into somebody far worse than Trump. Trump has already said if he does lose, he is not running again. Do you want Ron DeSantis? Because I guarantee you, Kamala Harris will fuck this world up so much. So fucking much. This is the first several generations in ever that I'm out of to deal with like war rations and shit like that. If Kamala Harris wins, and if she gets us into a major conflict, which she will, and rations come back, which they will, I mean, she's fucked. Donald Trump isn't running again. Who would you prefer to have? Vance? Cruz? Alright, I got enough to get through this. And then just pull up my air fryer and we're gonna have some fun. Alright, you got 8 minutes left. Come on. You can do this. So, if you agree with Donald Trump, you're a bot. If you disagree, you're a normal person. Well, Jim Cornette, I am about the most realist motherfucker you could ever fucking meet. I know I'm never going to talk to you. Quite frankly, I have really no desire to ever talk to you. But I am a Trump supporter 100% through and through. I would happy to take you through the variety of ways Trump is better for our countries. I know you're not up for that, so I don't really give a fuck. But no, I'm a real fucking human being. And I am voting for Donald J. Trump. Oh, by the way, just to seal my fate with you, fuck your wife, fuck her cunt, fuck your stupid fucking idiotic dipshitted, never made a fucking nickel in wrestling wife. Fuck Stacey fucking goddamn Cornette. Okay? Just so I can permanently burn the bridge. Your wife never made a fucking nickel in this business. Had you been 40 years younger, You'd have known that, but, well, with some younger chick willing to suck your fucking dick, so you overlooked it. Yeah, again, I may as well just fucking seal my fate with you. And no, I'm never going to apologize. We can fight. I mean, that's the thing.
Try to restrict people from voting that they think are not going to vote for them, whether it be.
Yes, we would like legal citizens to vote. What is wrong with that? And vote in person with a paper ballot. I don't see the problem with that.
Minorities in one, and you live in another country, you're still allowed to vote. You're probably there for work or school or whatever the fuck.
Gee, generally the places people have the hardest time to vote are Democrat areas. Maybe vote for the guy with the R next to his name.
It is.
And I honestly think you need to be in America on voting day. I'm fine with it being a federal holiday. I'm fine with overseas workers having, a free week off. They don't want to pay them, but they can have a free week off, or they can choose to work and not vote.
What is it, Brian? You're a smarter.
But I think voting should be done in person and with a paper ballot. Do you know why they had the Electoral College system, Jim? Do you want to know why? A lot of you idiots need a history lesson, so I'm going to go pee and then I'm going to come back and give you a fucking history lesson. If it was just all based on populism, and that's the way our government was weighted at the time, there is a good chance that slavery would still be around today. That slavery would be enshrined in the Constitution. What happens if on election day, and I don't think this is going to happen, but what happens if? Donald Trump wins the popular vote, but Kamala Harris wins the Electoral College. At that point, you'll be sucking the electoral vote's dick. And don't tell me that you fucking won't. Well, your party is the party of absentee fathers. Your party is the party of abortion and single mothers. Your party is the one that creates the single parent household. Go fuck yourself.
So many people could have avoided so much misery if their father could have just brung themselves to hug them and tell them they loved them.
Did yours, Jim? Yours? Or are you just bitter and angry about the fact that you have no more you don't have a place left in the business today? It's completely passed you by. And your only hope is either to live off the money that you've already made or whatever money this podcast brings in for you. I guess it's whatever. Alright, I'm gonna zip it up to 2 times.
Any other
Alright, I heard all this before. There's nothing of substance or relevance, so that ends this one. Just good night, everyone.